Hey guys, Jack here. Just going to replace this whole cistern. This is a posh toilet seat and cistern and stuff like that, and I've had to replace it because the seat's pretty manky and it's crap. Anyhow, being posh, being Reese here in Australia, you can't just buy these seats. More than made obsolete, so they've got the same show. Fuck the lot out. Anyhow, I've turned the water off. Turning the water off at the valve here. So I'm just going to show you how I do it. It's going to be probably a long video, diddly, who knows. None of this shit always goes to plan, as you know. But anyhow, I thought I'll show you guys how to do it. Do your home. Now, when you're doing your own setouts and stuff like that, I know you guys. So that's where the stud is. They just screw straight into the wall here. But anyhow, you'll work all that kind of shit out. Hope you guys had a good Christmas too. It was nice. It was 40 degrees here in Callaway. It was Christmas Day. Boxing Day wasn't much better different from that too. Yeah, so undo your plastic nuts and everything right off your seat. There's no certain way to take all this apart. Yeah, I know what's under here. This is the first time I take it off, so don't be shocked. It's got full of shit and crap. It's not too bad. Normally this here is all full of piss and everything like that for guys who can't shoot aim straight. Kids, whatever. Alright, so there's no set way how you get it. As long as you get it all off the wall. Let's probably spit out some water out. Make sure you drain your tank out. I always get rid of some of this shit out of the road. Make a bit of room. Show the shit off again. Sticking the standard base. Dual flush, put it back on the wall. So this is how you probably start if you want to do it yourself or do your own. Just waffle off shit. Anyhow, here's a brand new one. Pretty much the same, similar. Just gift wrap it and stick it on the wall. Now, because there's a over here, it's a wet area. They use a cement sheet on the walls in wet areas, not chip rock. A bit more stronger, I suppose, to screw your screws and that in. But still, you need to the housing, or at least screw it into a fucking stud in here. What I do, underneath here, there's always your water saving device. Really don't know why they haven't been here. Just rip that fucker up. Best way you can get it. What's the point of having it fill up slow? That little sucker. Throw it out. Now, inside your cistern is normally all your goodies. Yeah, we're going to sit about there somewhere. So what I do, this is how I sort of do this part, is break open the, I shouldn't even do this yet. Break open all your goodies. I mean, you don't have to put your nut and your nut and rubber on there. That's just one of those things. You get into off into them all the time, you just get into a habit or a routine. So, biggest part okay. This part sits up on your cistern, this part goes back to your toilet bowl. Stick your nut on, obviously, then your rubber. Now some rubbers have a taper. It'll start thin and work out and then have a flat back. If that's the case, these rubbers are domed on both sides. Probably won't be able to see that, but you'll know when you look at it. Like it's domed on both sides there. Doesn't matter which way it goes on. But if you've got the rubber that tapers from the thin part and goes up like that, so it starts from thin and then it goes out like that, and then it just comes to a flat end. That part, the flat end, goes downwards onto your nut. The taper part goes up because this is going to sit up the house in here like that, alright? So make sure you put the start of the taper upwards and just roll on. And then what you can do then, sit it on here. What we're going to do is just get the length. So we can cut this flush pipe off. I'm just going to treat it like we didn't have an old one on here. So basically, just sit it hard up against the wall, make sure it's sitting square like that, and just look down to the side here. You'll see where the flush pipe goes in the back of the bowl, and just go in, say 30mm, mark it, and then cut it off. So this is just a guess. About there. And just hack it off. You can always shim it back up. That's probably the way you can muck around, mount it up on the wall, and so you can mount it up on the wall. Make sure you clean all your burrs and everything off when you cut it. Doesn't have to be 100% spot on. Stick your key. This is a key seal rubber. Alright. Others have a flush pipe rubber. This is a key seal. A pin cone rubber, I should say. Okay, it goes on like that. Stick it in the back of your toilet. Drive it in hard as you can go. And then you sit your cistern on top. Like that. Right, yeah, it's pretty good. Drop your nut. Okay, now at this stage here, you can put your seat on and fold it down. Happy days, alright? Otherwise, it comes with, not exactly what to call it, but it's like a guard that fills in this gap here on these little critters. So you can either slide that into there, and obviously you've got to cut this back to fill in that gap, or you can just have it fill like that. It's up to you, because this is a reasonable house. It's not just about back toilet. We will put the guard in. So same thing. There's probably no 100% certain way to measure this. I just pull your seat roughly in position, slide them up as far as it goes in. And what you do is, on your seat here, sorry if I'm jumping around too much, but on your seat is this part here, right? Where are you there? About there. Now that's how far that this slides in. We're not making any fucking sense, you'll see. So this slides up underneath there like we just had it. And then your seat slides onto here, alright? So it slides into there. Now, as I was saying before, that part here is where this sits down into. That's your play area, I suppose. So you can have these bolted up. So you've got this bit of, say, an inch, 25mm of play movement when it slides up. So basically, you see like the bolts. One little bolt. Your seat, right? So your bolt sits in your seat like this, right? And that sits in the hole. So you can almost say measure back that distance. Like I said, there's so many ways to kill a cat in this one, or skin a cat, whatever you want to do it. But guide this down to roughly where it's going to sit, like your hole on top of the hole there. So about there. Slide this up underneath your cistern, so it's in location, and then find out where that guide is on the side here. Mark it onto your plate. Guilt by eye, it's about there somewhere. Alright, flick them over, you'll see lines and stuff the majority of the time, and just cut that right across that line. And that should be good to go once you've done it all. So, bear with me, this might take a bit. It's a pain in the ass to cut these actually. Sometimes I use a grinder, small bit. Sorry about the noise. Another warm day here today too. Probably quite these, and I'm using the toilet seat, as you can see, with a benchmark. You can do it yourself like that. Don't cut your seat, that's what I say. Otherwise you're going to look pretty open. Yeah, just cut it across that line. It doesn't have to be 100% straight, as you can see by mine. Because, well, it's getting in. Simple as that. I'll tell you what, it's fucking hard doing this when trying to show and what kind of shit. Righto, so now same thing, just trim up all your bloody gags and stuff like that. If you've got any, I just use my hands with hard enough. Just be careful if you do it yourself. You find that if you've got soft hands, counting hands, computer hands, you might find you might cut your fingers on the plastic. Now, once you've got that down to scratch, make sure you tighten up your nuts underneath here. Okay. And what you can do now, if you really want to, before you put all this back together, put some water up. Now, here's another thing too, guys. These flex hoses, right? I see this fucking quite often. These flex hoses, this is another one, they've got rubbers inside them. And so often I see people, even down here on the isolation valve, they thread tape it up. Yep. And then they thread tape up on the thread here on the inlet valve and shit like that. Don't do it. You don't fucking need to. Starters, that's what the rubber's for. Two, when you want to change the float valve over, you got to rip the flexi hose off, and then you got to fuck around trying to get this up underneath here over the thread tape you just put on. So, trust me, you'll get the shit with it, and you probably end up change the whole new system out. So, yeah, so you can do that, and then check it, make sure it's got no leaks filled up. Then you put the seat in. I'm not worried because I've got the old water off because I've got another one to do these as well. So now, so make sure you tighten it up there, which is home hose in the cistern, and slide your backing plate underneath there. Now, grab your rock nuts. Either one, you can clean all that out. It's not my house, but out of mine other side. My fucking cleaner. Stick the lock nuts in, on your bolts in on your housing of your seat. Guide them down to the holes, like that. Right, and then just guide that panel into that gap that I was explaining to you before, and that's how it sits. Drop your bolt, your nuts. I mean, if you don't want to, what you can do now is you can put all this together, and then you still get access to the nut underneath here that leaks to go and tighten up enough. Or the key seal. If you need to do that, you have to take all this off again. But drop your nuts, and Bob's your uncle, pretty much. That's it. Something a little bit of a bitch. But yeah, never put thread tape on any of this shit when you're using flex hoses, because it's got that rubber seal on it. What I see people do that either handyman, homeowners, and they just got no idea what the fuck they're doing. So don't be one of them. I'm telling you now, don't put thread tape on threads when you're using rubber seals like flexi hoses. If you're putting, screwing a bush onto a socket, yeah, go for it. You've got to. But anyhow, there you go. done. Now what you do now is just level that up, okay? And when you're buying a whole new set, it comes with your screws and shit like that. Now, like I said, where these holes sit here, I assume you still go on and see, yeah. Where these two holes sit here, I mean, they're out. That's about where the stud is. They're outside it. So, I put them in, just so I can keep it level. See, this is going to slip fucking good. Alright, make sure it's level. I mean, I'm pretty done a couple of these, I can sort of tell. Alright, you can stick a level cross here, whatever you want to do. And then what I do, this is just me, because this is only screwed into a cement sheet or gyprock, this is a cement sheet. Find where that stud is, about there, and stick another screw into that. That way, you get some fucking support on it. Right, now that's the side of the shit. Fill it up, should be already set the height, put the lid on, and there you go. Alright, have any questions? Send a email, or send us an email, or leave questions in the description below. Alright guys, take you later.